Hey guys, Bennett71287 back again. Now in this video, I'm going to show you a surprise of what I got. In this video, we're going to talk about the Switch 2. So, get a drink, grab a snack, let's get going. Hi, welcome. Now, the other thing I'm going to show you is the surprise. Say hello to the Switch 2. Now, Switch 2 is like, okay, how you get that? It's pretty much simple. Pre-order, there you go. But that's a little story to that. But right now, there it is. The Switch 2. Nifty in the box. There you go. And I ordered some really good stuff too. I ordered 2 Pro controllers since we're going to be gaming. So Pro controllers going to be a must. Camera, that's going to be with Mario Party Jamboree and whatnot. And more of the accessories, pebbles. It's actually right here. Of course, you got the HDMI cable, the Switch 2 itself. Hi guys. Brand new Joy-Cons, but with this one, you could probably see right in here, and actually you could probably see right inside there, is, yes, it's magnetic. Joy-Cons, straps, AC, and a new dock. Now look at this, the new dock, slimmer, better than ever. Actually, way better than the original one, if you can ask me. Sleek, elegant design. Now, talk about this. How you put on the Switch to yourself? That's easy. These can actually, just, all you gotta do, take it on the side. They snap. And then if you look, there's a little bit of button right here. Take it off, so you gotta do is press it. Boom. Snaps on again. Really easy. And then all you gotta do, just like the Switch, bam, connects to your TV, and there you go. It's pretty much this simple. Of course, let's take a look in the back. The back end to this, of course, phone line for internet, HDMI output, and then right here is the small hole. That is where your AC goes. Simple enough, but it worked. All you gotta do, just like the Switch, hook up to your HDMI output, like that. Your AC, bam, bam. The cover, and make sure these wire goes right underneath here. See how it's like this, but it goes like this. I'm doing this one-handed, by the way. There you go. And then they connect right to the TV. Well, of course I do have the controller, so I'll plug that in too. So yeah. And then yeah, and that's the straps right over there. Now, asking yourself this question, how did you get it? Well, well, funny thing, and I'll tell you this when I get onto my laptop. So give me a moment. But anyways, the story. So hi guys. So let's go to this story. So Wednesday, on the day of the release, so I was checking my email, making sure everything's fine. But I got an email from Walmart.com that my pre-order to the Switch got canceled. So pretty much on that day, I was livid as anything. I was so mad that I had to let Mama Bear know what's going on and told her what happened. And yeah, she was mad, so we got a hold of him, and I wasn't the only one. So apparently, to Nintendo and Walmart.com, yeah, a big promise of all of us who was gonna get our Switch on release day canceled. So pretty much, well, shoot, there you go. So we'll move on to the morning portion. Thursday morning, woke up early, so I had to make sure if Walmart still has some left, I'm just gonna get it, buy it, and there you go. Take it home, and there you go. So the day I went to Walmart, oh yeah, going into electronics and all, and see what I got, and guess what? I asked an associate there, do you still got some left? And sure enough, what happened? There it is. They still got some too, in which I was pretty intrigued. I thought, no, I'm gonna get it. So pretty much, I went, got what I need, and I also got the console, the camera, 2 controllers, the SD card. I forgot to tie it, and I'll probably show you, and of course the stand too. By the way, look at this. Oh, the standing in. Yes. Camera showing. Yep, there it is. There's the SD card. So of course I need the SD card to transfer all my data from the Switch to the Switch 2. So pretty much, there you go. For all of that, they still got some. And then the associates, I know no mom knows me. I told them what happened. They pretty much canceled mine and told them what happened. I said, well, your name was on the list. And I said, yeah, was on the list. They go ahead pre-cancel mine. So I'm like, and again, I was livid on Wednesday. But the time being, I went back home, dump off, and then of course I had to head to work the next day. No, which is the same day. But on that night, after I did streaming and whatnot, I went to hook up all the stuff is on my Switch I got. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, I did buy the games. But in which the games I will show you will be in later on's video game collection series of other collections for this year. I'll show you in December. And of course, yeah, there's gonna be a lot. And including the first time you'll see the Switch 2. So you see that in December. So I am planning. And of course, as I just bought the console, yeah, I also bought me Mario Kart World. for the Switch 2. So that's one game I bought, but I did buy I got 5 in total. 4 I bought and 1 was a gift. So that's 5 games I got in total so far. And of course there's more to come, so pretty much. And then I just bought off one game on eShopping, which I will show you later on, and that is the walkthrough of the Switch 2. So we're gonna go dig deep in that in this video. But I just wanna tell you that the story, yeah. Nintendo and Walmart cancel 1,000. But I haven't told you about this. They cancel off 1,000 pre-orders. I wasn't the only one. So that kind of made me feel. Still, I would have felt left out, but I was still pissed for what Nintendo did. But I wasn't the only one. That kind of made me feel a bit better, but I was still kind of mad for what they did. So that sets the whole point to that. But anyways, yes, they still got some after they canceled mine, so I went to Walmart and just got it. Now I asked, and then of course I bought it. So bought mine, and then my mom's, and then her, and then Mama Bear Switch 2 with a bundle, of course. Yeah, got hers, so I just had to get mine. I got it without the bundle, so I'm gonna start building off the collection, and that's actually typically that's been the thing with us gamers and collectors. Once every time we get a new console, we're gonna start building the games, and that's always been. But yeah, but anyways, that's what we got. But all that, yeah. The whole pre-order thing where it says, again, didn't accept the one, but I did get it at the end, so. Yeah. Anything with a pre-order, whatnot, that's, yeah, I'm not gonna show. That's too much detail, but what happened? Nah, I just finally not got it. I've been, and of course with my Switch, I had to transfer data, so that took me roughly about, actually it took me about 10-15 minutes, or less actually. It took me between 5 to 10 minutes on the locations you have to put your Switch in your Switch 2 to make sure that the transfer goes well. And then what if you have left, you have to let, the whole thing go on, plus more. So it took me about, roughly about 10-15 minutes, and soon enough, I haven't stopped playing the, Switch 2 game in which, and again, I'm gonna show you the walkthrough of it and all that. So we're gonna dig deep inside of the Switch 2 and see that. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, everything else was just, I got I still got all the classic games on my Switch with the Genesis, the online expansion pack. All. I'll tell you about that and the pros and the cons. In which, yeah, we'll basically tell you that. But yeah, the pros, the cons, and all that will be next. So we're gonna go into that in detail. And then we're gonna go dig deep in, of course, final thought, and then there we go. So, folks, again, when we get back, the pros and the cons. Alright, the pros and the cons of the Switch 2. That is where we're at right now. The pro about the Switch 2 is, and I'm so glad they did this, that you can actually transfer the data from your old Switch to your new Switch. That's the Switch 2, actually. Luckily, if you still have your saved data from your Switch, move it right to the Switch 2. Bam. There you go. All your saved data you don't have to worry about. Well, that's something. And it's also included on the classic games too, which is your Genesis, your NES, Super, your N64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Games. You don't have to worry about that, because all your saved data will be safe. And throughout that transfer, no lost data, so holy cow, so that's your major pro right there. And what's number 2 about that is, if you have the online expansion to your Switch 2, from your Switch to your Switch 2, your online expiration date is still kept. Of the day you renew it for this year will expire next year. So that's another pro to that. And even like me, I'm still quite surprised. Like, I don't have to worry about buying another expansion that will last me from what, the time I bought it was 6/4 2025. It'll probably expire 6/4 2026. But luckily, mine is actually good till January of 2026. So, hey, I'm not worried about that. I'm glad Nintendo actually did that to keep it. That's something. But yeah, that's 2 pros. Make it pro number 3, because now the GameCube is in the online expansion, so I might get to play GameCube. But a little con to that for the GameCube, it's only 3 games. The Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX. That's only 3 so far. But I know that's gonna be a major pro because Nintendo, on their online expansion for the GameCube, they're gonna be expanding. So when we see that again for their Nintendo Direct for this year, I don't know when, they will be telling us more. So hopefully when I'm gonna be live streaming that, and hopefully that's not gonna be early in the morning. But if it is, then yeah, good luck. I have to get up that early. But when they do on their Direct, this will be live reactions galore. And it's also some will probably be making its major announcements during this year's the Game Awards. That's also something. There we go. So I am actually excited about that. So, couple of pros. And of course with the camera too, that's going to be used later on. That's going to be even adding more content of... Oh yeah, and I got to tell you, one of the good pros, if I can find it. And I don't know if you can probably see this, my fingers covering it. That button down below is the game chat. And that's really cool. You get to chat with your friends while playing. Or connect with your friends and you can host you could probably host a tournament or do something fun like get your friends to do a showdown, and while probably hosting a tournament, or you do separate showdowns. while using the game chat feature. So that's something. I haven't got to that yet, but yeah, more content will be in that later on. What else? That's another pro today. But I know there's gonna be one con of it. And sadly, this is the Joy-Con. No charging hub for the Switch 2. That is one con of it. Because I know I got the charging hub for the Switch 2, for the Switch, but not the Switch 2. That's a little bit of a con. But to charge your new Joy-Con, I don't know if they went on battery or whatnot. And so then, there you go. But they had to fully charge with the Switch 2 itself in order to run it. So that's a little con of it. But everything else, there's the online expenses, the saved data is actually transferred. You don't have to worry about. Your saved data won't get deleted. Holy moly, the Switch 2 has already impressed. But how much more impressed? We're digging deep of the resolutions and whatnot. Right after this. Now, welcome back. Now, as you see, I do got my Switch 2 set up. That's right, I still got on my Switch. Oh. Yep, and even, yep, I got the GameCube. So let's go ahead and take a look of the welcome tour. It's pretty fun. Oh yeah, we're gonna take a look of everything, including. Oh yeah, we're gonna dig deep. Switch 2, welcome tour. We're gonna enter. Welcome to the Switch 2 welcome tour. Go with this look. Yes. Welcome. Come on in. Yeah, I think we've already come on in. Ooh. Welcome. Think. Yes. Welcome. Mouse scales. Oh yeah, this is the Wumbo feature, huh? Uh-oh. I may have to. This is on the... Actually, let me go ahead and... Yeah, this is... this is how they feel. So actually, we're digging deep in this. Got the rubber ball thing. There we go. That's how it is. HD Wumble. So I guess this is actually what is the Wumble Pop. Of course, that's the button. Oh, I haven't got to Area B yet. Oh yeah, because this is the last line. Okay, so... yeah, because you got... okay, so the last side has got all the buttons, and of course, you're looking at smooth motion controls. And what's better for the Switch 2? What's better, the resolution screen is twice the size as the Switch. And of course that's going to be bringing out to 4K gaming. So hey, that's bringing out more HD. That's something. It's really big. The L button. Oh, that's something. I'm sure this is a little demo, but this is fun. And then, let's go ahead and change it out. Go back. Look at this. Bluetooth audio. You can connect to your Bluetooth to your Switch too. That is something. And of course, airplane mode. Data, of course. You can create your Mii. And using the compatible software. Oh, that is something, of course. That's something. Of course. Switch online, that's something. You could play in sleep more, and yeah, some more, yeah, as the games I still got. And again, I'll talk about this. This is actually on the games too. Oh yeah, I forgot the N64 and Mature 17. But yeah, I can actually play all these. Just on one more. Did I still work with my 10th edition? Ooh. Folks, everything you need to know about the Switch 2, I think the welcome tour will probably be on Friday stream. We can actually go through with all that. The Joy-Cons have to be involved. Yeah, I can still play like the Nintendo 64 classics such as Ball Parties, Mario Golf. And a very good pot. Yeah. Holy moly. I haven't tried the Super NES. But we're taking a look at it right now. Oh, I forgot. Alabonga's Ambition. Yeah, look at this. I know on the settings, if you actually change on the gel to like. Let's take a look at Super Mario Kart. Go time trial. This is something. Look at this. Oh. I'll try Mario. So. Oh yeah, take a look. Oh yeah, look at this. No problemo. Except I can't actually do that drift. I still haven't perfected it on the regular Super Mario Kart. I'm playing that with a filter, huh? And look at this on the 4.3. You cannot get in any perfection whatsoever in this. I'm gonna just do one lap, and then yeah, the time saving. Yes. But yeah, I will go back on the. This is actually they got on the games, and I'll show you on the GameCube portion. Oh, I made that too. Look at that. And yeah, the controller I'm actually playing is actually a Pro controller that is actually made by On. Really good electronics products. Highly recommend if you want to be as a Pro controller, just go with the On. They're really good. They get my 100% total satisfaction. And then I get squished like a bug. take a look at that GameCube real fast. And yeah, look at those settings. CTR filter will be in there, nice. And playable tiles, so you could go with European and both North American and European tiles. That's something. Yeah, it's like I said on the only 3. Soul Calibur, Windwalker, what again? The Wind Waker, and then F-Zero GX. Again, that's the con because it's only had 3. But I know the what I'm thinking of, and this is my prediction for the GameCube, and I know they're gonna be bringing out Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario Golf, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Parties 4 and 5, no, 4 through 7, we'll figure out how the mic one is gonna go, and all that. So yeah, there you go. And quite honestly, that's what it is. But actually, you know what? I think the Switch 2, in my honest opinion, it's a lot of fun, you know. And I highly recommend if anybody wants, just to feel the nostalgia, I'd get Switch first and then go with the Switch 2 just to go with that. But if you actually got everything on your Switch 2 and we playing this, you got your Wii Play value out there. And I highly recommend if anybody wants to play like any of the classics, online expansion packs. There you go. So here's my final thought. Even though with the really good pros, and it says a couple of cons of what the Switch 2 has to bring, and this is the other con. But with only one con and several of the good pros, I think the Switch 2 lifespan can actually expand into like what, 5-7 years for what the Switch has got. And then the Switch 2, I'm hoping that's going to be a huge turnaround for the predecessor, just like how Nintendo did it from the NES. And then when they had the Super NES back in 91, that made the processor of the NES to feel old, and then the Super NES feel like new. So I wonder if that's going to same thing with the Switch 2 being the new, with the Switch just being 1. But anyways, say your thoughts and opinions, comment below. So guys, thank you for watching. I am gonna go enjoy the rest of the night. Have yourself a good rest of the night, and I will see you all next video soon.